like, blast off.
Blast off?
Yeah. We got this countdown, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I wanted to be like, blast off, welcome, blast off.
Blast off. I thought maybe you just wanted to leave.
No.
Like, I need out.
I was like ready for the rocket launch sequence, you know?
Oh, I felt more like it's a landing, like here we come.
Oh, yeah. I think it's like a rocket blasting off. Like,
Okay.
here we go,
This
blast
is the day.
off.
Taking off.
This is the day.
That's right.
Taking off, exactly.
Taking off. Blast off.
Yeah. Is that what they say, blast off? That is right.
I don't know. Works for me.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
Yeah, that's true. NASA, controllers.
Yeah. I don't want to speak for a whole people group.
Yeah. Me neither. That's the vernacular in my head.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think maybe I may have overstepped my sensitivity right there.
Yeah. Could be.
Could be. Could be.
Well,
Isn't that funny?
welcome.
Do you do that ever?
I don't know if I've developed an awareness to that yet. So I think most of the time I think I haven't.
Why? Because I use so many words.
Yeah.
Like I'm always going, wait, because and by the way, it's not like I care. I love people and I want to be respectful.
Yeah, of
But
course.
all the
Language
time, like,
matters.
Yeah, language matters, and language is always evolving. And so I'm
This
all the
is
time
true.
going, is this one still okay? I just
Yeah.
like, and who? I don't know who to ask. Like, I really don't know who to
there's
ask.
not like a command center for language where you can go check in and be like, what is the current update on the language that we can use?
Yeah, I've tried. Like, if you use
Yeah.
the internet for it, I mean, you basically can't say anything.
Yeah, no,
that'd
you
be
can't.
the new thing there.
Plus, then you get like some people say, yeah, it's
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
this is okay. No, this isn't okay.
You know, this is what I prefer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, I just fall back on like, well, I'll just listen to people,
Yeah.
how they describe things.
I saw this in a movie. It just struck me. The guy was saying something about being like racially inclusive.
Okay.
And his wife said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, I think we might want to consider having a black person involved. And she goes, you can't say black, it's African American. And he said, no, it's okay to say black again. And she said, I don't think it is. Why do you say that? And he goes, because I heard it on NPR.
Okay.
And she goes, yeah, but there's no African Americans. And they said it together on NPR. Anyway, it was just,
Yeah.
it was one of those things where I was watching, I was like, okay, this is the thing that goes on in my head
Right.
sometimes, like, you know. And but I think at the end of the day, if you're being respectful
Yeah.
and kind and listening.
And you can always ask, I think. Like, if you have a relationship with people, ask.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
now when you go to the individual level, totally
Right.
different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a totally different ballgame. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but just, that's the thing. If you're speaking to an individual and a person, then of course, yeah, you can read body language or ask questions or was that, what do you prefer? You know, whatever, for sure. But then,
Yeah.
you know, communicating, you know, to the vast,
Right.
this is the day fam.
Exactly. Growing
I don't know.
every day.
I don't know what blast off triggered in people. Can you say triggered? Triggered maybe. That one may have gone by.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I
you
don't know
can.
if we can say that word anymore either.
For a lot of
I don't
reasons.
know.
I can think of 3 reasons why you can't say triggered anymore,
can think of
but
a
I
lot
don't
of
know if they're valid.
Yeah.
That's why I sleep at night.
I think we can still say welcome.
I don't know.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're gonna try it. If that blasted you off your wheels and triggered you. Bye.
Well,
Just kidding.
we still love you.
I'm serious. 10 p.m. comes along.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta shut her down. Yeah.
The brain's done for the day.
Like smoke coming out of the.
Yeah.
Too much going on. That's all
There's
right.
a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to This Is the
Yeah.
Day. Hey, it's good to see you.
I know. I feel like I've been away for a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
More
With your
than a minute.
snazzy blazer.
That's right.
You're so like anchor woman. I love it.
I will say, at first I was wearing this with a turtleneck, and then I was consulting with my sister this morning because she was also up with me, and I was like, it was too much of a professor vibe. I couldn't do it.
Oh, if you're
It
gonna
was
do
too,
okay,
I was like, this is too much even for me.
if you're going professor vibe, you gotta throw some glasses on.
Yeah.
Go full professor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, let's see.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's okay. I know you don't
went
have
away
it.
from the professor vibe,
Go see what we
but
got here.
let's see.
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
these are really cloudy.
Well, yeah, they're... Next time...
Do I look smarter, though?
You could not look any smarter. What are you...
I'll grab a book, I'll grab a cup of coffee with my glasses, and I'll just sit here with you guys.
That's a smart blazer.
Yeah, I can't
turtleneck.
keep these on, though, because I can't even, like, everything is in, like, the twilight zone right now with these on.
Yeah, well, they're not. They're just prop glasses. They're plastic.
Yeah, the plastic, whatever it is, needs a little cleaner or something.
I know. We just keep them there
Alright.
in case I
Well,
decide. I do it so I can,
whip them off.
and then,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. But
There's-
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, yeah. With your snazzy
Yeah.
blazer.
My
Thrift
snazzy
store?
blazer. Yeah.
Makes it even
indeed.
better.
Of course.
Love that.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a good like houndstooth.
Yeah, I've been surprised. You can find a lot of good blazers at thrift stores. That's a good thrift store place to look.
I always-
Always check the blazer section.
I check them too for
Yeah.
the men. I do. Yeah.
And sweaters.
I never bought one, but I always check.
Yeah, always check.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta check like 10 times, and then that one time, jackpot.
I'm on the hunt
Yeah.
for like an overcoat.
Okay.
Of that.
Yeah, of like that.
That kind of.
The pattern,
Yeah.
that,
this
like, yeah.
whole vibe.
Yeah.
Like just like a 3-button.
Okay.
Or 2 or 1. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, and the advantage with looking at a thrift store is you can try it on, see what it feels like, test the material. I prefer that to like
You can
trying
do
to
that
order
at any
online,
store.
but well, yeah, no, but I'm talking about
Generally
versus
speaking.
online ordering,
messing
which
with
I
you.
definitely do, and it is useful.
Yeah.
But that's always the drawback for me with clothing.
I know. You gotta
Like I'm picky about.
take a chance. Oh yeah, me
Yeah.
too. You know, sometimes it comes in it's the wrong fabric. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, if you see one of those, I'm a 42
Okay.
regular.
Hey, you know we've got a whole family that can be on the lookout
what I'm
now.
saying.
You all heard.
Yeah.
We can all scout around.
Look out for cool clothes.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to This Is the Day. Glad to see you, Johanna. Glad all of you are with us. Our plan is to
Yep.
share God's love.
That is the plan.
Verse of the day. Whew, I know you're excited.
Yes.
I know.
Always
I'm
love
almost
verse
like.
of the day.
I know. I was excited when I saw what it was, and I was like, oh boy, we may this extended version of This Is the Day.
Probably. Yeah.
Today. So anyway, I think we've carved out enough time to where we can really enjoy that for as long as we feel like the Holy Spirit leads us. So we're looking forward to that. Hope you are too. But gotta know,
Yeah.
what'd you do last night?
I'm so glad you asked.
I knew you would be.
Because I really do want to talk about it. I was in a little book study last night that I did over Zoom with a group of people at MCC.
Okay.
And it was a blast. We're reading through a book together.
Wait, quick timeout.
Yes.
You're telling me
Yes.
that you can hang out with people
You can.
who are part of your local church
Yes.
via Zoom,
Yes.
and it's not horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's okay.
It is okay.
In some ways, it might even be good.
And I'm going to quote a lady named Kathy.
Quote Kathy, please.
Kathy was saying that, you know, okay, so the book that we're studying through is about hospitality.
Okay.
And about like using your home and just practicing like radical hospitality. So it's a cool thing to be talking about with people. But Kathy had an excellent point in our book study last night. And Kathy was pointing out that like hospitality is more than just about a physical space and like your physical home. It is about that, but also it's about like sharing your life with others. Because her whole point was like, well, like look at us right now. Like we're sharing, you know, the only part of our home we're sharing with each other right now is what you can see on this screen, this Zoom, but we're sharing our life. We're being hospitable, and like it was a cool point. I really liked it a lot. But there were some pretty outstanding people in that book study, I've got to say.
Yeah.
We had the one and only John Glennon
What?
in our book study last night, so that was pretty fantastic.
Sweet.
Yes. Also another lady who, I mean, if you're in a book study with me on a Tuesday night, like you have to know that you're going to get talked about the next morning.
Well, yeah.
So
Disclaimer, maybe.
disclaimer right there. But there is another lady on it who has one of my favorite names.
Okay.
She has a fantastic name. It's Myrna Warnock.
Myrna
Yes.
Warnock.
Yes.
That's a good name.
Is that not a good name? I like it a lot. Yeah,
Myrna Warnock.
exactly. It was a blast. And Roberta was on there. Love that lady.
Feels like she would be a heroine in a novel, but
I
like,
agree.
yeah. But like the sneaky kind that you don't know until like you start suspecting 3/4 of the way through, and then it's confirmed. You know, in the last 2 chapters,
I think that's her.
and then it all comes together, and you're like, I should have known all along.
It was Myrna
A
all
name
along.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed being on there with them. And not even because I got to read a book and talk about it with people. It was just a cool way to share and learn from each other and like hear what was going on. And
well, I think sometimes too, I like what you said about hospitality. I have not read the book. What book is it? What's the name?
The Gospel Comes with a House Key.
Oh,
is what
okay.
it's called.
I have heard of the book.
Yeah.
You know, Gospel Comes with a House Key. I have not read it. But the idea that hospitality, you know, you may think, well, I don't really have a home for that, or you know, there are extenuating circumstances, or even you know during you know this season where maybe you're not having people in your home. Well, then hospitality's out the window, and that's not true at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. Because I think I have some spiritual gifts of hospitality in me that have been there and then are emerging and have expression.
Yeah.
But they are oftentimes expressed a little differently than maybe the traditional mindset.
Right.
Like I know if anybody like walks into one of our buildings, I mean, I want to come out. I want to.
Yeah.
Can I get you anything? Can I show you anything? So that's there.
Yeah.
But I think you're right too. The heart to open that up.
Yeah.
And let people
Yeah, and
into
we were
your life.
talking about like, you know, what hospitality means when we're not doing like the term that came up from a few people, because we were talking about the barriers to being hospitable and what stops us from it. And the term that some people were using was like getting over the like Martha Stewart type hospitality, where it's like everything has to be perfect and everything has to look beautiful and I have to look like all together. And it's like, that's not what it is when we're talking about like the gift of hospitality, or like what we mean when we're talking about using your home as a way to like share God's love with people. It's not about having everything together or looking perfect.
Is it comfortable, warm, inviting, open, which is not necessarily, it can be the home. I mean, that can be a reflection of a hospitable heart, but those things are all more important than.
Right.
So we do our elders meetings on Zoom.
Cool.
And we have one. Yeah, I think it's been amazing. I actually, because sometimes one of the members of the elder team would be out of town almost every month, and so they would call in. And personally, I've always felt like that's a disaster. Can't stand it. Drives me nuts. I mean, sorry guys, but I mean we do it and we put up with it. But it's like, oh man, okay, can you hear? Did you get that? You know,
can't see facial expression.
Yeah, or you try that. It's just like you know, okay, and but Zoom for a group our size has just been like fantastic. I mean, meetings they're efficient, but good exchange, and people are sharing and talking, and anyway, have loved it. But one of our elders, he sits in a place sometimes where the light switch behind him is askew.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh yeah, and every time I'm like, hey man, like, do me a favor and either can we turn a little bit?
Block that.
or maybe get on that.
That would distract me.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah. My favorite is like when people they're probably just really comfortable, but they have it where they're sitting and literally all you can see is like chin up and then a blank wall above them.
Yeah.
I love that view.
I actually prefer that over just the askew light switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, now let me put it this way.
I've never installed a light switch. I imagine
for this particular person, it makes no sense.
Okay.
Like I can't figure out how it exists in his world.
Like you're surprised that he hasn't fixed it, that he hasn't like
that it could even have ever been there. Yeah, that's what I. So I'm confused. It just that's the problem. So if you have if that's your deal, like if Drew Crisp, if I was on a Zoom call with him and Drew had I'm like, oh yeah, of course, that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. So it's not it's not like that. It's just like anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's what you did.
That's what I did last night. Yeah. Bo, what'd you do last night?
I don't want to talk about what I did last night, because I already said my brain
All right, you did already say that.
Starts to shut down at a certain
point. We did hear you say that.
Or needs to. Got to power down, recharge. I do sleep.
Good.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
I think so.
That is something that you should not skimp on. We need sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not like a. Yeah.
That might seem like a very obvious thing to say, but I'm just like, I talk to people all the time. They're like, oh my God, like 4 hours of sleep last night.
I'm a 6 or 7.
I'm like, ooh, you might need more than 4.
Yeah, I'm a 6 or 7 guy, but 8's great. 8, 9, whatever you need, get it.
Yep.
I'm a big fan. But yesterday happened to be December 1st.
Yes, indeed.
It also happened to be like 60 degrees.
It was warm.
I played a round of golf yesterday afternoon.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Well, I was. It's December 1st.
Oh, well, yes, the time of year.
I was extremely surprised. I had a couple of friends, and they're like, let's go. And I was like, all right. So I show up. They're in shorts. I went, I didn't, like, why didn't I get the shorts memo? I would have joined you in the, you know, the shorts. But yeah, we played in like 3 hours. It was probably one of my favorite rounds all year. It was incredible. December 1st.
Yeah.
I played golf. I thought that was cool.
I mean, it was a great day to be outside.
It was really nice.
That's about all I can say about golf.
Well, no, it's a good walk.
It's a good walk.
Yeah.
You're outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw ducks. Those are the only animals
that's
I saw.
fun.
I love the ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty great.
Yeah. So we've had some rain and stuff, so which is great.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I did. All right. I didn't want to talk about that, but I do want to talk about the verse of the day. Okay. Verse of the day, YouVersion Bible app, encourage you to download it, read the verse of the day. Maybe read a whole chapter, catch it in its context.
Go for it.
You don't have
read
to, but you can.
the setting around it.
Yeah, I like to. And sometimes then, you know, it even spurs a little, even more than that. But great to discuss. So today's verse of the day is from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 and 9, which is a verse I've actually had memorized for, God, maybe close to 30 years, I think.
It's a good one.
Yeah. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. I'll read it again. For it is by grace you've been saved through faith, and this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. All right, teeing you up here. What jumps out at you?
Gift of God.
Gift of God.
I'm picturing a present, and maybe it's because we're in like Christmas time, and I love giving people Christmas presents. I get very into it. But the gift of God thing sticks out to me because I'm like, so he's really talking about like what, like salvation coming from me is a gift from me. You don't earn it. You can't work for it. You can't somehow be like a good enough person that now you've earned salvation. That's not happening. It is a gift of God. It is a gift from me. But I'm like, wouldn't it be weird and funny like if someone gave you this incredible gift and you receive it, and then after that you're trying to like work for it, or like you're trying to make like it seem like you had earned that gift in the first? No, like you did that. It's a gift. It's a gift of God. That's the phrase that's sticking out to me so much. I'm just thinking of it like a present that he handed us. Yeah.
I think we do that sometimes. I mean, I can think of other ways, like maybe somebody gives you like a really, a gift, you know, and it's something you really like or really is meaningful to you, but it can become like a status symbol for you.
Yeah.
And if somebody says, oh, like, I really love your snazzy blazer, and you're like, well, yeah, I worked really hard, for, you know. And,
sure.
Yeah, and you, as opposed to saying, oh, yeah, so-and-so gave this as a gift to me, and I really enjoy it because, you know, when I wear my snazzy blazer, I think about this person or whatever. You can take on like, well, yeah, you know, I have pretty good taste and
Yeah.
a pretty good style.
Which is making it about you.
Yeah.
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 I understand. I know in me I have the propensity to do that for sure.
Yeah.
With anything, you know, you can even forget. I mean, you can live that so long and press into that so much, you can forget like where a gift came from and actually come to believe what is a lie.
Right.
That and maybe even create a whole new narrative. I know this may feel like a bit of a stretch, but you get with me on that. Like, well, like, yeah, you know, I got this, I achieved this, I did this. This is, you know, my doing and my being. As opposed to I received this gift. I mean, here's how about an inheritance?
Yeah.
For instance. So take wealth. You have things like generational wealth that is handed down.
Right. That's what an inheritance is. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, in that regard, when it comes to money, you inherit generational wealth that is then passed down. And yet how often, I'm not saying all the time, but how often have you encountered somebody who has some wealth and it's a generational wealth, and maybe they've done a good job of managing that or utilizing that, and it's increased or grown, but they completely forgot that there was an inheritance that put them in a different position.
Right.
And then it's really all about me, you know, and even a looking down onto others about what's wrong with you people. I mean, look, I did it. Why aren't you doing it? I mean, why are you living in poverty? If I'm not living in poverty, why would you live in poverty? And if there was a generational inheritance that was handed down, that's completely just forgotten about. And it's not, and I know like we can go, okay, big, like millions. Oh yeah, people inherit millions.
Sure.
I've called it a chunk.
Okay.
Just over the years, the people I've known who, a lot of them who have struggled the least financially and kind of had some attitudes about that. I've pressed in and just, this is all anecdotal, not scientific, just anecdotal, but I've pressed in and I said, did you inherit money? Well, no. Was there any wealth handed down to you? I'm like, what's the largest sum of money you've ever had at one time? Well, I don't, you know. And like, well, okay, what'd you get for your wedding?
Right.
Well, you know, our parents bought us a house. Okay. All right.
Yep.
My grandparents gave us the down payment on our house. How much was that? $30,000. Okay.
Yep.
Right. You know, there's a chunk.
Right.
And it can be like 10,000. You know, like, but when you're starting off into adulthood, this is just about an example of this gift thing. Here is this. This will set you up. Now, you're in a different position and place already. Yeah. From someone who's not had that. I'm applying that. Okay. Here in the sense of this happens within the church, within Christianity, where we can easily forget that it is by grace we have been saved through faith. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. Yep. And when we do that, we forget and we start looking at other people and the world around us and going, well, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. And what's wrong with these people over there? And, you know, this guy's a loser and a jerk. And that lady over there, she's such a sinner. And, you know, and you can forget and then begin to believe a false narrative that somehow or the other, I am something.
That makes me cringe, but it's true.
Right, but even, so like, let's say there is a genuine, like, holiness in your life. Like, it's genuine and it's real, and you are set apart, and you do have some freedom and joy, and the fruit of the Spirit is there. That is the gift of God. Yeah. I still did not earn that or achieve that. He gave me his gift of his son Jesus and the indwelling of his Holy Spirit. Now, the living that out, I get to, because the very next verse, verse 10 says, for you are God's handiwork. Yeah. That's the very next, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which he's prepared in advance for you to do. So it's still like, it goes like together. Yeah. And it's still about God. It's not about me. Yeah. It's still about God. So, and me in God, and what Christ in me and what he's doing. So it's not like, okay, you don't live that out. No, there are works, but even those, he's prepared in advance for us to do.
Even those, honestly, are a gift from him.
They're a gift. Yeah. He's laid it out for us. And so when we step into those and we're getting to do those, it's still him. It's a gift. So his work is a gift.
It is. It really is. Man, I love that point about, like, don't forget the gift that you've been given and, like, where it came from. It came from him.
So easy to do.
It is.
I mean,
I'm sure I've done it. I know I've done it at times and had to, like, be like, whoa, Johanna, this was not something that you set up. It wasn't something your parents set up. It wasn't like, no, this is a gift from God in your life.
I firmly believe I'm doing it right now. I do. It's a blind spot and I can't see what it is yet. And so, I mean, I want God to reveal those things and to step out of that and rely on his grace even more. Because the more we rely on his grace, the more we'll share his grace. And then we'll be able to give a reason for the hope that we have, but to do it with gentleness and respect.
So good.
I know. So anyway, as we talk about that, if you're still listening, I think it's a really cool opportunity for us. By grace we've been saved through faith, and it's not from yourselves, but the gift of God, not by works, so no one can boast. Like, to even ask him, God, is there any area of my life where I've lost sight of your grace? I've abandoned that, and I think I'm relying on myself, because that's a powerful, to be free from that will then cause us and enable us to then share in the work that he's called us to be a part of and prepared for us to do.
This is an awesome thing to be able to share in, but that is a good thing to be praying. Every single one of us can benefit and learn something from him by praying that.
Mariah, you've been around church a long time, am I right? I mean, I know we've seen it in ourselves, but that is kind of one of the chief complaints that people have about the church, the family of God.
Yeah, I think that's how you start having this like weird us and them mentality, which is like not like you don't see that in scripture. You don't see God like it's not like this whole like there's us over here, like the holy one, like the ones who've earned something, and then there's them over there that don't live this out and don't act that way. And it's like that us and them mentality comes in so easily when, like you're saying, when you are forgetting that everything you have, the salvation that you have, the grace that you have is a gift from God. And it's all rooted in that, and it all flows out of that. There's no us and them.
And every good work that you've got, you've had the opportunity and privilege to be a part of is of God too.
Yes.
He did that.
For some reason, that is just so exciting to me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the essence of the gospel. That's the only reason why we're sitting here.
Yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah.
Verse of the day. That's worth sharing.
So good.
All right.
Download YouVersion Bible app for verse of the day. You don't want to miss out on that.
Absolutely. All right. Something I sometimes do want to miss out on.
And yet I'm always hopeful.
Well, yeah. I like that about you. The closet calendar.
Yep.
Today is a quote.
Oh, okay. I like quotes.
By Ariana Huffington.
Oh, I got so excited there. I thought it was like our own Ariana had made it into the closet calendar.
Earnshaw? No,
All right.
she is not. But
All right,
Ariana
well.
Huffington. She says, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success.
Okay.
And there's some linguistic problems here, but
Okay. Well,
in the
yeah.
sense that, I mean, I think if you get out the old thesaurus.
The thesaurus, yeah. I think if I don't examine too closely, though, and I get the idea of what she's talking about here, I'm like, I like that. She's talking, failure is not something that you, like, that whole failure is not an option.
It's always an option.
Yes, it is. I mean, yeah.
It's not the preferred one, but it's always an option.
But it is a part of that whole, like, if failure's not an option and you will not try something that you're willing to fail in, you probably aren't going to succeed at something either. So I get what she's meaning there, I think.
I absolutely
Ariana
do.
Huffington.
I agree with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually like the closet calendar page.
There you go.
Yeah. I read it and I was like, very true. It's part of the journey towards anything that you're doing that's worthwhile. There's going to be all kinds of quote unquote. And the thing that drives me nuts is if we do hold on to this failure is not an option thing, then in that space, either you don't do anything, you don't try anything, because failure is not an option. So then,
Right.
People talk about culture, then, they'll say like, well, there's a culture of fear, around that fear of failure. Like, come on, that's not okay. And then but then the other side of that would be you start to redefine failure and go, well, it's not, we didn't really fail. I've heard that one.
Yeah.
That was really big 15 years ago. I was like, what? Well, that's not failure, Bo. That's not failure, Bo. I'm like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was trying to do this, and I didn't do it.
If it didn't work, it failed.
It failed.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know how else to put it to you.
Yeah.
No, Bo, that's not failure. It's
That's
okay.
still a way of saying failure's not an option.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you're saying the same thing, actually.
I'm like, why can't we just say, yeah, I failed at that? Now I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna do a little different.
Okay, I'm thinking of, was it Thomas Edison who invented the light bulb?
Yeah.
Who tried like 3,000 different ways of doing it or something like that.
Bunch, yeah.
It was a lot of them.
Yeah.
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 I did just there you go. I just threw out a Thomas Edison. That just made me think of him.
Well, it's like a Hall of Fame baseball
Yeah.
player only gets a hit a third of the time.
Yeah.
Kind of whatever. I mean, you have all those kinds of things. But you try.
All right.
And you do fail. I was trying to do this and it didn't happen. All right, so I'm gonna try again.
Good quote, closet calendar.
Yeah, thanks for that. And then in our kitchen, on our fridge, we have a calendar that gives us a national day to celebrate. And today is, oh boy, today is National Fritter Day. Oh boy.
Okay, all right. I was hopeful and excited about the closet calendar. I'm not so sure about the kitchen one today.
You know, have you ever had a fritter?
I'm pretty sure I have.
These are apple fritters. I already know how you feel about them. It's your cooked fruit
Destroying the fruit.
weirdness.
Listen,
Cherry pie?
you can all celebrate this day if you like to destroy your fruit and cook it,
Cherry pie.
ruin it. No.
Is it the texture mushy?
Yeah, it's the mushiness.
But see, the fritter, you got the crunchy pastry dough.
I would like pick around and probably eat just the pastry dough, but
yeah, you could probably pull the apple chunks out.
The smushy, mushed.
I'm getting down on a fritter later.
I'm sure there are many people out there who will celebrate with you and enjoy Fritter Day.
I'm getting down on half a fritter later.
Okay. There you go.
I don't want to overstate what I'm going to do.
It looks like the fruit's like all like mushed up in it.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to come across. I mean, you might come across an apple chunk. I will say that I like a cherry fritter. Can't find them anywhere, but we had them in Texas. Yeah, I really like a cherry. Because then you really, it's just kind of like the cherry juices are in there, so you get a little red.
Okay, well, so here's the thing with me and cherry. Did any of you have like the cough medicine, like syrupy stuff as a kid that you had to drink that was cherry flavored? Sure. Because that's what I had. So in my mind now, like when I taste cherry, I feel like it's just medicine. So to me, it's.
You got lots of issues.
I got issues. I have issues with fruit, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I can't do the cherry flavor either.
I'd ask who hurt you, but I don't know if that's.
I'm pretty sure in that case it would be my mom, but she was trying to help me, so yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you enjoy and celebrate Fritter Day.
Fritter Day. Another use of the word fritter is you can fritter away.
Fritter away the day.
Yeah. You can fritter away the day.
I could celebrate today with like that type of fritter away the day.
See, I love that you know that phrase.
Yes.
I think that comes from reading books.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you, in case you don't know, if you're gonna fritter away the day, it's like you're like just wasting the day, or like you're just. It's a relaxed day. It's just like you're letting the day go by.
Is it really? Yeah, I know that's why you stopped yourself, because is it really a waste?
Yeah, like, I don't know if I would say that it's a waste.
It kind of carries a negative connotation.
It does a little bit. Like if you fritter away the day, I think usually it was applied to like you didn't use the day well.
I'll say this: if somebody says it about you, it has a negative connotation.
Yes.
You're frittering away the day.
But if I choose to say it about myself, like I'm gonna fritter today.
I'm having a good day.
Yeah. There we go.
I needed a fritter day.
I'm glad you pointed that out. I forgot that there's that other use of the word, and now I feel like I have a way to celebrate today.
Yeah.
I can have a fritter day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fritter moment.
With no cooked fruit, just a relaxed day.
Right on.
Yep.
So okay. So as you fritter away today, before you do, I'd love for you to stay focused.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait to start the fritter day until after.
Yeah, you got some responsibilities.
Yeah, it's true.
Still.
It's true.
And it's Wednesday, so on Monday, we get some motivation.
We sure do.
Tuesday, all kinds of tips.
Yes.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday Wonder.
Yes.
With Johanna and Bo. What do you got for us?
All right, Wednesday Wonder. I have noticed that there are some Christmas decorations going up here, there, and everywhere.
For sure.
On my street, on houses, in this building. And I think Christmas decorations are pretty wonderful, and they're amazing. But also I know, like, most of us have been seeing them for years and years and years. They've been around, and it's easy when you've seen something many times for it to kind of lose the wonder a little bit. And so I have to share with you all, like, the reason I can keep wonder in my life a lot of the time is because of hanging out with kids. Because, man, if you need a dose of wonder, you just hang out with some kids. So when it comes to Christmas decorations, I figured the most wonderful way to enjoy them and celebrate them is to see them through the eyes of a child, and not just a child, but a little baby who is seeing Christmas decorations for the first time. So we have a wonderful video to show you of exactly that. This little guy is seeing Christmas decorations for the very first time.
Whoa.
Every time, it just fills my heart with wonder. I love his expression. I mean, you can like see the wonder pouring out of his eyeballs, just pouring out of his face as he looks at like, whoa.
That's how Summer looks at me every morning. You didn't believe that, did you?
Yeah, no, I didn't believe that at all. Nope. But look at that, look at the wonder on his face as he's going and seeing something he's never seen before. And you can like experience that with this kid.
Well, see, what I think was great about that is, as I'm watching the video, and I felt myself going,
Exactly.
look at this little guy. So I was in
Yeah.
wonder of his wonder.
Yes. Yep. That's the cool thing about wonder. It can be shared from people to people. Like, you may not like feel struck by wonder by something until you see someone else who's struck by wonder with it, and then you are too. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, as you see Christmas decorations, as you see all these lights going up, and the trees and the wreaths and everything, like, let yourself feel the wonder of that.
Get wonderstruck.
Get wonderstruck.
Right on.
Yep.
Sweet.
And if you need to, remember his expression. Maybe even do that. Ooh. Yeah. And then you'll be there.
Man.
Yeah.
I feel that way with dogs a lot.
Oh, yes.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
I don't know, something happened.
Yeah.
Like, I got to that age where I'm like, I don't care anymore. There's a dog, I get on,
Yep.
I don't even ask permission. I'm just down on the floor.
Just go for it.
Yeah, loving on the dogs.
Yeah. I can see that.
I think people are, I didn't ask and see if it was okay. Like,
I mean, I feel like, I guess there's some people who could be grumpy about it still, but I feel like it's kind of like dogs are a great like connector of people.
Yeah, don't bring your dog past me if you don't want me to.
Yeah. My parents always say they met more of their neighbors by walking their dog than anything else.
I know the dogs' names in my neighborhoods more than I know the people.
Yeah.
I'll stop. I'll roll the window down. What's your dog's name?
Yeah.
He's a handsome boy.
Maybe as a follow-up, you could start asking the humans' names too.
Hey, I'm baby stepping over here, okay?
That's a good start. Learn the neighbors too.
All right. You know what we got here?
Union leader.
That's right, we do. Union leader. Man, I mentioned to you earlier, this is just kind of a neat thing. Having been reading the local paper
Yes.
for a number of months, I got to tell you, I appreciate more and more the importance of a free press.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, I just think I see it, and they're really valuable.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So anyway, appreciate that. Out there working and informing people.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So I'm so thankful that we live in a country that has that. You've
I
been to
am as
places
well.
that
I have
don't.
been to some places that, at the time that I was there anyway, really did not have freedom of press, and I can tell you it matters.
It does.
It really does.
Yeah. It does.
Yep.
It does matter. So important thing. And then I love too small prayer.
Yes.
Front page news every day. They put it on the front page of the Union Leader. Small prayer. Today's small prayer. May we extend a helping hand to those in need, Lord, and show them your heavenly love. Amen.
Yes.
God, please
May
give
we
us
do
one
that.
person to share your love
Yes. Exactly that. Yep.
with. A lot of times the small prayer is pray for
Yeah,
one.
it is pray for one.
God,
That's
please
pray
give
for
me one person to share. May we extend a helping hand to those in need, Lord, and show them your heavenly love. Amen.
Yep.
I'm down.
I love that.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm thinking a lot about how God's love is action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love is a verb.
Helping.
Thank you, DC Talk.
Yes.
Like two of us understood that reference. But today's chuckle?
Maybe. We'll
I
see.
don't know. Optimist. Someone who thinks he can live like a millionaire if he has $1 million. Feels more like realist.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of confused by that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what it's saying is the only people who are optimists, like who are optimistic, are the people who have reason to be.
I did not get that right away.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. No chuckle out of me
Okay.
because my
I'm not
brain
sure
was
anybody
turning.
was like, it's a chuckle. It's not a belly laugh. It's
Yeah.
chuckle.
Huh. Okay.
All righty. Then I don't know
Yeah.
why I started to speak like that.
You could keep going,
I could.
or you could not.
Nothing else there. Sports.
Yeah. They happen.
You down on the sports?
Sure.
Are you now? Yeah, not much. We'll come back to that.
I mean, I can't say I'm knowledgeable about it, but.
Yeah, I didn't really care. Holiday planner.
Oh, I thought it was, yeah, okay.
Holiday planner. Yeah.
Wait, is that like a little bonus thing that they throw in there?
Yeah, a little extra thing.
A holiday section.
Whole extra section here.
What are the plans that they list out in there?
This today's paper has 4 sections. We got all the way to D.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this one's section C. So I think it has like a bunch of different like local shopping local gifts.
I like that a lot.
So New Hampshire specific gifts. So you love to buy gifts, and there's a lot of local things.
I might need to snag that section there and see what some of the local gift ideas are.
Like here's some, like just the first thing I see is buddy sweaters.
Okay.
Hand knit striped crew neck pullover here. It's kind of expensive, but it's got little cherries and cherry blossoms on it, which is something that's a thing that you know. The cherry print I like to give to summer.
Do you get like 2 sets and you wear one and you give one to a buddy?
Oh, I didn't read that far. Sorry. I don't know.
Sure. Like, what makes them buddy sweaters?
Okay, now a year-round feminine, comfortable sweater. So I guess I'm not wearing it. No, it doesn't.
It's
say
just a
that.
buddy sweater?
Just a buddy sweater.
Oh, that's what I would imagine. Is
If
you
you-
get 2 of them.
If you want 2, it's going to cost you $450.
Ooh, I don't know if I need a buddy that bad.
Yeah. Here's a whimsical sheep soap dish.
Okay.
Anybody looking for one of those?
Sheep soap dish or cheap?
Sheep.
Sheep, like ba.
Bah. Anyway,
Sheep.
yeah, you can check that out later.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Some gift ideas.
You know it's Wednesday, so we got the flavor section.
Food.
Yeah, I don't. I just love the headlines. You see what that says?
Use your noggin.
Use your noggin. Here's the
That's good.
thing. They're gonna do it again when they do something with gin recipes. This one's for the
Yes.
eggnog.
Yeah.
But at some point they're gonna have something with gin, and they're gonna repeat this headline. Mark
Yeah.
my words. Use your nog gin.
Are you an eggnog person?
I'm not anti-eggnog.
Okay.
It's a lot of sugar,
Yeah.
and I just
Yeah.
prefer not to get down on a lot of sugar. But I mean, that's why
I
half a
understand
fritter.
that.
But yeah.
Yeah, I avoid it for the dairy, but I am a fan of eggnog. I like it for the holidays.
Yeah, we've already had some in the house. I did not have any.
I have not yet.
I think the boy consumed it all.
Mm.
Anyway, so there's some eggnog recipes there. Okay, there was one article that I needed to get down on this
All right, let's hear.
Family Circus article.
Ooh, not an article.
All right. Got my main man Billy here because his name's on his mug.
Okay.
Billy.
Look at that.
Look at that wonder all over that kid's face.
It's true.
Love this guy. He says, I've got a marshmallow iceberg in my chocolate.
Nice.
Marshmallow. I like that. He's just wondering, like, he's got a marshmallow in his hot chocolate, and he's celebrating that. He's sharing that. He's calling it like an iceberg in there, which is just great because he knows that what he's seeing is just the tip of the goodness that is in that mug. It's really good.
I like how Billy thinks. Yeah.
Me too.
I like that he went big with his description of his hot chocolate. That it's not just marshmallow and hot chocolate, it's an iceberg.
An iceberg.
In his mug. Kids think that way.
So good.
Yeah, telling you. Hang out with kids and you'll just be filled with wonder.
That's right. I had one other thing. Just
Yeah.
have you been paying attention to the mysterious monoliths?
No, I have not.
Okay.
But
I don't
please
really have
tell
time
me.
to bring you up to speed. Okay. So, in Utah, a mysterious monolith appeared.
Oh, I did see something about this.
Okay, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it mysteriously
I did hear
disappeared.
about it.
However, it was no mystery on how it disappeared. 4 guys came and took it down, and a photographer happened to be there, took pictures of it. Anyway, so we know how it disappeared.
Okay.
Anyway, another one appeared and then vanishes in Romania. However, this one apparently was a lot more crudely constructed.
Interesting.
Feels like a copycat monolith.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Could be.
situation there. Okay.
Or an inspired monolith.
Could, oh, well,
is another way of thinking about it, but.
What, am I not allowed to say copycat now? All right.
Huh.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see if more of them pop up.
Okay.
More people get inspired.
That is, like, a lot
Yeah.
of negative things around cats, the phrases.
It's true. Scaredy cat.
Cat
copycat,
burglar.
Cat burglar.
Hmm.
Cats
Right.
have 9 lives. That's kind of a.
You can't kill them.
I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I tell
Yeah.
you, when I used to do cat jokes, which I don't hate cats. I just like messing with cat people.
You're just a dog person.
Oh, sure, of course. Who is it? I mean, duh. I mean, I'm a person, warm-blooded, not a reptile. Anyway, and one time I was doing like the whole cat wrapped in bacon stuff just years ago, just whatever, being silly, and I got like a 4-page letter.
Ooh.
Like and I read every word of it, and I wrote her back, and she wrote back. I think we were friends, but
Nice. Was she defending cats?
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, listen,
Yeah.
I would, no, never would harm. I wouldn't harm an animal.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder.
Yeah.
Where in the world is Hannah Beachy?
I am really excited about where in the world we're going today because it's a place that I've never been to physically, but I would love to go to someday. We're gonna go to the Philippines.
Okay.
Super excited about this. Okay, if you want to find the Philippines on a map, in case you're not entirely sure where they are, it is an island nation. So there are over 7,100 islands that make up the Philippines.
That's a lot of islands.
It's a lot of islands. So if you're looking for it on a map, find Australia, go up, and then you'll see like Indonesia up there, go above that, and they're above Indonesia, and you'll see the Philippines.
Is it Southeast Asia, or that's not true?
Yeah, I think you could say that it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would qualify.
Okay.
Philippines, so lots of people. There's like 109 million people in the Philippines. So they're like the 13th largest country in the world. So it's a big country, it's a big place. I've actually worked with a lot of people from the Philippines, and I've always wanted to go there. And so I would get invited to, so the Filipino people, from my experience, are like very social and very connected communally, and so I would get invited to a lot of parties that people would throw because they're very, like, they stay really connected to their family and friends, is like a culture of the Philippines. So this has earned them the nickname as a country of being the texting capital of the world, because apparently in the Philippines, people send 400 million texts a day, which is more than Europe and the US combined for their daily texts. Yes, just the Philippines alone send over 400 million texts a day. And it's all because they're like super connected to people and their like community and their friends and stuff like that. So like, and I've experienced that. The other thing I experienced with Filipino people and the parties that I went to there, like you go to a birthday party at someone from the Philippines' house, and it is such good food. So apparently food is a very big deal. And they actually have like 4 or 5 really like designated points throughout the day that you eat food. So it's breakfast, and then they also have something called pan de sal, which is like a mid-morning break where you stop and you eat more food.
It's called second breakfast.
The second breakfast, exactly. That's how I would think of it, but yeah, pan de sal. Then you have lunch, and then you have something called merienda, which is an afternoon break where you eat more food.
That's
Why
called
not?
a snack.
Yeah, they usually have like a snack food or a dessert around that time in mid-afternoon, and then you have dinner. So you stop and have food like 5 times a day.
Okay,
At least
can I
that's
make
what's
one
typical.
comment on that?
Yes.
And you may have more, but that's not a Filipino, that's a Philippine yes. I'm down on that. I'm living that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. Here's the thing that's one of my absolute favorites that I recently learned about the Philippines, which makes me want to go there like around Christmas time. Apparently, they have the longest Christmas season of the entire world.
Okay.
They have a 4-month-long Christmas season. They start in September, and they go up through December.
Sponsored by Hallmark.
And they go all out
Yep.
with Christmas decorations. It's like Hallmark on something. I mean, it is like, I have a picture. This is like a typical, if you were walking down the street in the Philippines, this is how people would decorate for Christmas. And it's like in malls, it's like all over the place. This is a typical house decorated for Christmas. So it is like, they are a Christmas celebrating country.
Let's go.
Philippines.
That's cool.
Yeah. One other little note that I didn't know if I was going to throw out, but also people are very into boxing in the Philippines. It's like the sport they follow more than any other. And I heard that the Philippine Marine Corps comes and trains the U.S. Marine Corps in martial arts.
Oh.
So I wouldn't get in a fight with someone from the Philippines.
I wouldn't either.
But there you go.
They're pugilists.
Yes, apparently. Philippines. I would love to go there someday.
That was fun.
Around Christmas time, I would think would be fun. Yeah.
When you got
But
a 4-month window.
You got a 4-month window to do
Yeah,
it.
to say. You don't have to hit it in December.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, I'm going to do a little
Yes,
Fair Day with
indeed.
Jesus. Okay. So speaking of Christmas time, the craziest part of the holiday hustle and bustle is that in our dash to make the perfect preparations, we often fail to prepare our hearts. Yeah. Colossians 3:2, set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Comment?
This is from a song, or this reminds me of a Christmas song. The like we fail to prepare our hearts.
Prepare him
Yes. Let every heart prepare him room.
in heaven and nature sing.
Yeah, which is that? What is that one?
In heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world.
Yes, that's the one. That's a good reminder.
Yeah, prepare him room.
Yeah, you could have everything all decorated and ready to go if your heart's not like prepared and ready.
That's the thing about Advent. Advent is
Yes.
preparation.
Yeah.
So like in the liturgical calendar and the, in the church. So there's
Yep.
many wonderful things about
There are.
traditions and that you can pull from. I mean, they can distract at some point, but
Yeah.
they can certainly be used in wonderful ways and have been for long periods of time. But Advent, the 25 days leading up to Christmas and the Advent season, and in the Philippines, they go 4 months.
Yeah.
But to prepare him room, get ready
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to celebrate his arrival, and
Yeah.
so.
I am actually reading through an Advent devotional right now because I was like, this is kind of cool to like think about like the expectant joy of his arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've written an Advent devotional.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Called the Voices of Christmas with my buddy Drew Sherman.
Nice.
Yeah. It was fun. We wrote it in July. We went to a cabin in Colorado and wrote.
Thought about Christmas.
Oh man, we were all Christmas. Like we
Yeah.
were playing Christmas music, and yeah, we had a whole schedule. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Good times. Very cool. All right.
Yeah.
That was cool. Thank you. I want to play Trivial Pursuit, and it's been a
Yes.
while since you've been here. And just to give you an update,
Okay.
I have still not had a package of Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box.
Okay.
Like I've been shut out. Like
All
I
right.
was hot there for a little while,
Man.
and it's been a long time. And
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in the box. I mean, we keep giving them away because other people are getting them.
Yeah.
I'm not. So we're gonna invite you to play along. Trivial Pursuit. 6 questions on a card.
Give it a
I'm gonna
try.
guess at all 6. Yeah, you too.
Yep.
81 original cards, brand new 40th anniversary cards.
Yep.
Dealer's choice. You get to choose. Old or new.
We're going new.
Okay, we're going new. Let's go.
Okay. Blue.
Blue, geography. Philippines.
The colossal rotunda of which Roman temple is the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world? The colossal rotunda of which Roman temple is what they're looking for. Is the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world.
Parthenon. Pantheon.
Yes. Are they different from each other?
Pantheon. That's the one I meant.
Pantheon is correct.
Pantheon.
142 feet across.
They are different.
It's a marvel of
Yes,
ancient
they are.
engineering.
But they are different, but Pantheon's the one I meant. The god Pan.
You said Pantheon. I say you got it.
Okay.
Okay. Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
Which Epcot ride featured a 3D sci-fi musical that stars Michael Jackson as the lead? An Epcot ride.
What's the name of the ride?
Yeah. Which Epcot ride featured a 3D sci-fi musical that stars Michael Jackson?
I've heard of this. People are talking about it. I don't know it's where my disdain for Disney hurts me.
Oh.
Not
Yeah.
Disney as a human or whatever. I just like
Right.
not into theme parks. I'm gonna say Thriller. That's not it. I have no idea.
Captain EO.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Okay. People
Well.
got that one though. All right. I'm out.
Maybe you got
Let's
it.
go.
Yellow.
Yellow history.
Which U.S. president popularized the terms bully pulpit, the square deal, and lunatic fringe? I have a guess about who this is.
The lunatic fringe.
Lunatic fringe, the square deal, bully pulpit.
I feel like the square deal. I was gonna say Theodore Roosevelt, but I don't think that's right.
That's what I was thinking.
Because the square deal. I feel like that would have come after the New Deal.
Could be.
I'm gonna go Theodore.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So maybe
it was
the-
Theodore Roosevelt.
Maybe his cousin Franklin
Was,
did the New Deal
yeah,
off of the square deal.
Off of the square deal, yeah, could be.
All right.
All right, purple.
Purple art and literature.
Which sci-fi saga is retold in Shakespearean style in Ian Docher's novel subtitled Verily, A New Hope?
What sci-fi saga?
Yeah, which sci-fi saga is retold in Shakespearean style in Ian Docher's novel, which is subtitled Verily, A New Hope?
Verily a New Hope.
Yeah. I have no clue.
Star Wars.
Yep, this is true. William Shakespeare's Star Wars is an officially licensed retelling because one telling wasn't enough, apparently.
Oh, one. I feel like there's. Never mind.
There's
I don't
probably
want.
many.
Don't get me started.
Okay. Green.
Green. Science and nature.
According to the buzz at the time, what date in 2012 did the Mayans predict would see the end of the world? Should know this, but I don't remember what that actual date was. Maybe you remember. According to the buzz at the time, what date in 2012?
Read an amazing book.
Oh.
Then on if the world was going to end in 2012. Here's the 7 most probable ways.
Okay.
It was really interesting. The super volcano in Yellowstone.
Okay.
Yeah, ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Like wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to freak anybody out. December 21st.
December 21st is correct. Spoiler alert, we survived. That's what they had on there.
It's funny.
Okay. Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
The 16 feathers on a shuttlecock are taken from only the left wing of a goose. True or false?
That's very specific.
Yes, it is. Basically, is it only taken from the left wing of a goose?
Of a goose? Like this is an
Yes.
official shuttle? Because the shuttlecocks don't
the
actually.
16 feathers.
The ones that
Yeah.
we play with in badminton don't even have feathers.
Well,
True.
true. Never from the right.
Never.
Now you know.
Absolutely not.
I actually love the very, very weirdly specific ones that they throw out like that.
What did I miss? I only missed one. What did I miss?
Yeah, you missed the Epcot ride.
Oh!
Yeah, you got all of them except for the Epcot ride.
Oh no, I feel like
that-
this was a very gettable card.
Yeah,
I maybe
and that Captain EO threw everything off.
just know if you get a nasty note from me, I am communicating out of my pain. It's not you, it's me.
It was so close.
So if you got all 6 right, and you want a nasty note and congratulatory
Then-
pop. I mean,
well, then let us
I
know.
can't. I'm not going to detract from the amazingness of the pop rocks from the Fun Dip box, but
Am I doing this right?
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know why I can't ever remember the correct spot to put that back, but
No. Would I tell
Well.
you were doing it wrong? I would.
you would. Okay.
would, yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
I can trust him for that.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it.
I would much rather people tell me if I'm not doing
I
something
know.
the right
That's
way.
a kindness to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
If I placated you, that would be mean.
Be like, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Blast off.
that's right. We did.
We did. I had a blast. Did you have a blast?
I did have a blast.
Oh, it was blast on.
Yeah.
Blast on. This is the day. We'll catch you tomorrow.